Some time ago, I conducted a mental experiment on myself, a rather brutal one, as honest experiments tend to be. I asked myself a single question: what if you had only 2 months to live? Not as abstraction, not as the idle philosopher exercise one entertains over coffee and discards before the cup is empty. I genuinely sat with it. I let it breathe. I let it occupy the room. The first thing I noticed, and this embarrassed me somehow, is that I opened YouTube. I found myself watching isekai manga, parallel worlds, reincarnation, deities reborn with their memories intact. And I thought, how remarkably telling. The atheist, stripped of his certainties, does not find peace in reason. He finds himself reaching quietly, almost shamelessly, for the same consolations religion has always offered, dressed now in Japanese animation rather than scripture. The vessel changes, the longing doesn't. I entertained the fantasy properly, transported to another world, becoming something formidable, acquiring powers that render suffering irrelevant, and then returning to Earth. Year 5700, traveling back to 2025, watching myself struggle. And here is where the experiment revealed something I did not expect. Most isekai stories are built on a quiet dissatisfaction with reality. The hero is given a second world because the first one failed. The fantasies escape. But when I examined my own version, I found it bending in precisely the opposite direction. I was not imagining flight from this life. I was imagining an elaborate, cosmically overcomplicated route back to it. I did not dream of ruling universes. I dreamt of sitting once more inside my own life. That is rather revealing, is it not? The human mind constructs omnipotence, genuine, staggering, limitless omnipotence, and then uses his back to ask for an ordinary evening with the people it loves. Centuries of theology, mythology, and philosophy imagining heaven, paradise, transcendence. And when a man is finally handed all of it, he discovers he would not trade a surprising version of it for one more conversation he took for granted. The cosmic joke is not, it turns out, is not that God does not exist. The cosmic joke is what we wish for if he did. But the experiment pressed further, because then I asked the hardest question ever: what if somewhere along the journey of becoming vast and untouchable and free, I forgot why I wanted any of it? What if apathy arrived not as catastrophe, but as slow, comfortable corruption, a quiet extinction of wanting? What if I stopped caring, not because life broke me, but because I had simply outgrown the urgency that made me myself? That, I concluded, is the real danger, not death, not failure, the gradual disappearance of the person who wanted things in the first place. I reached my conclusion at the end of 2 imagined borrowed months. I would not change a single thing, not one chapter, not one wound, not one wrong turn taken at full confidence in the wrong direction. Because to revise even one line is to risk unraveling the specific, peculiar, improbable person that emerged from the sum of all of it. Fantasy promises meaning, reality forces us to create it, and that distinction uncomfortable as it is the only one that has ever actually mattered. Pain, my friend, is capable of many things, but reality, stubborn, indifferent, magnificent reality is harder than any delusion we construct to soften it. I find, unexpectedly, that I am grateful